poof, be gone, be gone, poof, be gone. What are you guys doing today? Let me catch your breath. It is so exciting to be here today. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. It has been so long since I've been here. I have not been here in a long time. And before I even move into anything, let me welcome my new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you so much. I've been noticing lots of I wouldn't say lots, that's too much, but whatever subscribe, but it doesn't matter how many subscribers you get on YouTube. Even if it's one, when it's two, when it's three, it's still a lot. Okay, joining the families. I've been seeing new faces on my channel, and I just want to say thank you for subscribing, even though I have not been uploading like I should. But you guys are still watching my old videos and subscribing and making comments. I just want to say thank you for joining. Thank you for coming into the family. Thank you for trying to know book. As you can tell, I'm no longer pregnant. If you've been following me for the past, maybe since last year, the beginning of this year, I've had some vlogs, videos out there, talking about you can actually see me pregnant. I didn't have to say it. And yeah, that's why we're here today. Yeah, so let's get right into it. So I swore back to 4 weeks ago. It was the beginning of September. It was on a Wednesday, September 1st, because she came on a Friday. I went to my appointment 4 weeks ago. Let's fast forward 4 weeks ago. I went to my appointment. It was September 1st of this year. I went to my appointment like I always do regularly. I went in. I was running late. Anyway, I ran in there rushing and just being in a hurry and running and stuff. I went in there, I sat in. They called me. If you've ever been to a doctor's appointment in this country, you know how that goes. The lady called me in when it was my turn, and she took my blood pressure. And that the lady, when I say the lady, I mean the medical assistant tech. She called me in, took my blood pressure. That's a normal routine, something they do. It was slightly high. It was like in the 130s. Now, on a good day, I've never read a blood pressure of 130 or 140 or I think the maximum I've read with blood pressure is usually 120. But since I've been pregnant, they've been running kind of on the low side. And when I say on the low side, I'm talking about 100, 110. My last one before my last appointment was actually 109. So when I went in there, when she took it and it was 130, I was like, that looks kind of, it's a little bit, elevated. She was like, yeah, but it's okay. So she went back, to go give the doctor the report. I sat down in there just, waiting for the doctor to come in. She came in, that's my OB. She came in, and the first thing she did was to recheck my blood pressure. So she did. So when she checked it, it was 140. It was 140, no, actually, it was 140 over 88 or 140 over something. Both numbers, top and bottom, were a little bit, elevated. So she was like, oh, your blood pressure is high, but let's keep talking. Talk about, why I'm here, the appointment. Now, at this time, I was already 38 weeks pregnant, about to be 39 weeks, or maybe I was already 39 weeks. I can't remember anymore. So she said, okay, let's keep talking. So I was in there talking about getting induced, just because I was just sick and tired of being pregnant at that point. I was depressed that same week on that Monday. I was very depressed. I remember crying a lot. I cried for no reason. I was just emotional. I was emotional all around. I was just tired and exhausted. Sleeping was becoming very, very difficult to do. Turning, repositioning, picking things up, and just being myself was getting really, really exhausting and getting very difficult to do. So I was like, I'm ready for this baby to come out. And 38 weeks, 39 weeks, a normal healthy baby is ready to be born at that time. So while I was running my mouth and talking about getting induced, she was like, let me stop you again and get your blood pressure one more time. Hopefully this time around it's gone down. So she took it again, and it didn't go down. The bottom number went down like 4 points, but the top number still remained the same. It was still at 140. So she explained my risk of walking around with such blood pressure, the number of that kind of blood pressure, being pregnant at 39 weeks, almost 39 weeks, and my risk for preeclampsia, and it was just kind of dangerous. So she said, I'm going to ask you now. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you to get your bags, do not go home, go straight to the hospital downtown. Downtown hospital is where the baby was going to get delivered, and that's the hospital. She said, oh, that's what I want you to do right now. I'm going to call them and let them know you're coming. And everything was just coming at me at once. I was not expecting it. So I started, all I could say was, okay, oh, okay, all right, okay. And she started laughing like, is that how you're gonna say? I'm like, yeah, that's all I have to say. Nothing else. What can I say? Because this was all unexpected. So she said, yeah, welcome to pregnancy, welcome to last trimester, when you're about to give birth. So I took, I got in my car, I prayed when I was on my way. I called my husband. I said, listen, this baby might be coming today, and this was on a Wednesday, September 1st. Now, she was not due on September 1st. Her due date was September 10, So she's going to be, if she was supposed to come on that day, she was going to be like 9 days early. My husband said, no problem. I will meet you at the hospital. Just drive down there. So I went down there and they attended to me. I sat down for about 3-4 hours, maybe more, maybe 6 hours in the lobby, because it was a lot of people and they were really, really very busy. And they finally called me in after 6 hours. At this time, my blood pressure has already went down. They checked it. It was like 120 over something. But now, the funny part was I started contracting. And the doctor said, I'm just going to keep you, like I said, for some more hours because you're contracting. And tonight might be the night, baby might be here today, and you might go home tomorrow, Thursday or Friday with the baby. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. I was excited. As I lay down on the bed, they kept checking me. They checked me. I was about 2 centimeters dilated. Still keeping me in there, hoping for some, more dilation, like 3-4, so they can fully admit me. They kept checking and checking, but I did not move past 2 centimeters. So they asked me to go home. And now by this time, this was already Thursday. They had been there from 5 p.m. in the evening on Wednesday up until 1 a.m. in the morning on Thursday morning. So they asked me to go home. But before I left, the doctor that was, taking care of me, she said, I have a feeling that you'll be back here tomorrow. And that tomorrow that she said wasn't that Thursday, was Friday. I said, well, I don't know. Let's see. She said, the way you're contracting, the way your body is, walking and walking, it feels like the baby's about to be here. But we cannot rush the baby if she's not ready. I'll let you go home. And by Friday, I have, my feelings are so strong, quote unquote. That's what she said. You'll be back here on Friday. I said, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Let's see. I was kind of irritated because I didn't move past 2 centimeters. I came back home. I slept the whole night. I contracted for some more extra hours after I got home. Then after that, the contractions went away. And I woke up feeling nothing, feeling as if nothing happened the night before, the day before. And I went by about my day that Thursday. But something in me just kept saying, we could do something about this. Like, this baby cannot just be inside of me till 40 weeks. I'm not a big fan of 40 weeks pregnancy. I don't know why, because my first one came at 39 weeks and I just never had the experience of going over the weeks of being pregnant. I don't look forward to it. I don't want it because pregnancy itself already is stressful. So, I was not feeling it on that Thursday. I went by my day. I went to the store. I even cooked. I walked around thinking something was going to happen and nothing was happening. So I went to YouTube to Google some research on how you can induce your own labor, naturally induce your own labor and go in labor the same day and have the baby in a couple of hours. YouTube, shout out to YouTube. So I found some things that I'll be talking about in my next video. And yeah, I did a little research. I put whatever I had to put together from my research. And yeah, like 1 hour into doing that, I started contracting, and now this day was a Thursday. I was excited. I came upstairs. I took a shower. I had a really nice shower. I took my time in the bathroom just to take care of myself, and I was checking myself for some signs of labor, signs of contraction, signs of the baby is about to be here anytime soon. And I saw my first bloody show. Now, bloody show, if you're a mom, this is your first time or not first time, bloody show is usually when you start losing your mucus plug, which means it doesn't happen to all women. This is my second baby, and with my first one I had a bloody show, and also with this one you're losing your mucus plug, and you've been contracting for some hours now, and every time you get to a centimeter, like 1, 2, 3, you see a bloody show. That means your thing is breaking, your pelvic, your cervix, everything is opening up and just getting relaxed and trying to make a way for the baby to come. So I saw my ever floss bloody show when I went to the bathroom, and I was very excited. I was like, oh yeah, the baby is coming. Now this is a Thursday. I went to bed, I did what I had to do, I checked my bag, I made sure everything was in there, and yeah, and I went to bed after that. Now this was about maybe already 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning on Friday. I went to sleep, and throughout my whole sleep that night, I just kept contracting. My body kept, contracting and contracting and contracting. I could not sleep. I tried to put some sleep in, I couldn't sleep. At one point, I think I did dozed off. I called the hospital, and I spoke to the doctor and explained what my symptoms were like, and she said, if at any point your water breaks, make sure you come to the hospital and let's get you prepared for the baby. I said, okay. And if you feel like the baby is not moving, make sure you get here and let's just take care of you. I said, yeah, no problem. So I went to sleep, I hung up the phone, and at about 6 o'clock in the morning, now this time I was still contracting, 6 o'clock in the morning, something was just like, hold on, the baby hasn't moved for the past some hours. I was like, yeah, sure, the baby hasn't moved. I have not felt the baby moved, and it didn't really cross my mind that she has not been moving since I've been contracting from the night before. So I woke my husband up. I said, come on, wake up, let's go to the hospital. This child is not moving. Even though I'm excited that she might be coming today or tomorrow, I have not felt her moved for the past hours and hours. My husband said, fine. So we got up, went to the hospital, we got there, we got checked in. Now this time it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, going up to 7 o'clock in the morning. We got checked in. The nurse came in and checked me, and I was already 3 centimeters gone, dilated. And she said, you're only 3 centimeters, but we'll keep you for the next 2 hours. And if I come back in here and you're still at 3, the doctor's going to send you home. Hopefully you'll be 4 by there so you can get admitted. I was hoping and just hoping. She came back 2.5 hours later. Now I was still seeing bloody show. She came back 2.5 hours later, and yeah, I was 4.5 centimeters dilated. And I was just very excited. She said, yeah, you're getting admitted. She went back out, spoke to the doctor. The doctor came in, and the doctor came to talk to me and said, I think your baby is going to be here today. You're 4.5 centimeters dilated. There's no point in sending you home. We're going to keep you here and just, let you progress. So they kept me in the hospital. Now, this is on Friday, September 3rd. They kept me, and yeah, I was laying in bed. We talked about the risk of delivery. We talked about C-section. We talked about vaginal delivery, the risks that come with it, the risks that come with, C-section, and if at one point there's any complications, things that need to be done, and those things. These are just protocols. Yeah, we talked about that, and they took me to my room. I was very excited at this point, like, yeah, she's coming, They took me to my room. I was very ready. My husband was like, yeah, let's do this, We got in the room. The nurse came in, took me to the room, came in and introduced herself and show me around the room and just let me know I'm in a safe hand and everything is going to be okay. Now, my contractions were still coming in and coming in and coming stronger and stronger. I was laying on the bed. I was hooked up to the monitor, monitoring the baby, monitoring me. Now, this time was about maybe 10 a.m. in the morning, 12 p.m. in the afternoon, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Then we started talking about, am I going to get epidural? Am I doing this natural? What is going on? And I told them I would like to do this natural. This also is going to be another topic in my next video coming up. I said I would love to do this natural. At least let's give it a try. With my son, I got the epidural. With this one, I said, just let me try and see how this goes. Okay, so yeah. And then let me do my thing. When my contraction was still getting stronger and stronger. Now it's about 5 p.m. I asked for some pain medicine because as it was getting stronger, the contractions, as they were getting stronger and stronger, I was still able to cope with them, but at this point I was tired. I had not eaten anything since morning. I was only drinking fluid, just clear liquids. And I was like, can I just have some pain medicine so I can go to sleep? So they gave me some pain medicine. I can't remember what it was, but they did give me some. And the moment they put it in my vein, I started dozing off. Now this time was about maybe 3-4 p.m. I got like 2 different doses at 2 different times. They gave it to me. I slept off. My husband went home to go get some things done and also take care of my son. And he came back at about maybe 6 p.m. or so. 6 or 5 p.m. or so. I was not moving past 5 centimeter. I went from being 4 in the morning at 10 to just kept contracting till about 5. And the doctor came in and checked me again for the last time and said, right now you're about 5.5 to 6. But the way it's going, you might be here till tomorrow. So we're going to break your water. I said, yeah, break my water. Yeah, come on, just break this water. Let's get this, kicking. So they waited for my husband to get back. They didn't want to do it without him being around. That was my preference. So when we waited for him, he came back in at about maybe 6 o'clock. And the doctor came in and said, yeah, it's time for the show. And they prepared the table and all this kind of stuff. And at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, almost 7:30, they broke my water. And the moment my water broke, the real labor started. And I was just like, God damn it. It felt as if, I don't know, it felt as if somebody would just like punch in my belly. When somebody punch your belly, you're already sick down there, you're already sick, you're already cramping, you're in pain, and someone just decided to come and just punch you in your stomach. So you can feel more pain, more extra pain for no reason. So the moment my water broke, all that contractions that I was feeling, the pains that I was able to bear, I could no longer bear it. And the doctor kept asking me, epidural or not. I said, wait, let's just wait. Let's see how this is gonna go. Now she said, okay, this is the real show. If you get to a particular point during this whole labor process and you're too far gone in your dilation, you might not be able to get the epidural anymore. I said, just wait, just hang in there. Let's just wait. So we kept waiting. I was in labor, and labor, keep laboring. And I labored for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So the actual labor started about maybe 7:30, like 15 minutes or so after my water broke, after they broke my water. And it started 7:30. I was there from 7:30, 8 o'clock, 7:45, 8:15, 8:20, 8 everything. And I was in there screaming and hollering and just screaming. And at 8:45, before 8:45, like 8:30 something, I felt some kind of pressure while I was laying on the bed. And I was just like, I feel something, like something is coming. Now, this is not my first time, but it felt really weird. I'm like, something is coming. It felt like I wanted to use the bathroom. And I was telling my husband, say, I need to use the bathroom. My husband said, I don't think it's the bathroom. Just lay down there and just let me call the nurse. I said, no, I have to use the bathroom. Something is coming and I have to push it out. He said, it might be the baby. I said, no, it's not the baby. This is not the baby. This is me. I have to use the bathroom. And I was there and I started pushing. I'm like, I have to use the bathroom. And I started pushing because something has to come out, Look at me, my brain not working, I have a child, in my belly trying to come out. So I started pushing and he pressed the bell. This time around, my screaming and my hollering and my everything has gone from being quiet and acting like a doll, I got this, it's my second time, I'm a veteran. My screaming went from all of that to, a newbie, and everybody just rushed in. The nurses, everybody from the nursing station, I'm talking about them. Everybody just rushed in. Even the doctors that doesn't belong to me, that were not taking care of me, everybody rushed in because I screamed so loud when she was about to come out, and nobody was in the room except me and my husband. Everybody rushed in and they were like, oh no, the baby is coming, and everything just happened. Everything happened too quick. The time just boom, 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 too quick. And 15 minutes after 3 pushes, my baby was here. And just hearing her cry, hearing her cry and also not hearing her cry. She came out, didn't cry. Then they put her on the bed. She started screaming. Then she stopped screaming. They were just, taking care of her. And I was like, she's not crying. She's not crying. And they go, no, Mama, she's fine. She's crying. She's here. She's okay. Just focus on yourself. Let's take care of you. I said, no, I need to hear her cry and stuff like that, So, yeah. Then they started taking care of her, and she started crying. I was like, yeah, that's what I need to hear. And they took, they took care of me. Now, my own thing is, throughout this labor process thing and the delivery and all that experience, I was really glad that everything went smoothly. I don't have any oral story to tell because I just don't have any oral story to tell. I listen to like moms who had bad experiences during delivery, and I listen, but I watch videos of them and I'm just like, wow. Aside me working in the medical field and knowing how to advocate for myself, and what to ask, the kind of question to ask, I don't know how, I just don't know, so I don't have any other story to tell except for this story that I'm telling you right now, and everything went smoothly. I did not bleed a lot. I was so glad about that because I had a really bad, my iron was really low prior to delivering the baby. I was on iron pill. I was taking two different types of iron pill, and I was just hoping and praying that my iron level goes up before delivery, with the fear of losing so much blood, and might end up getting getting blood back, whatever they call that, blood infusion, whatever they call that, and I was really very scared about that. But I was glad when I delivered the baby and I did not really lose so much blood. The only thing I lost was a lot of fluid. I lost so much water. I just kept releasing the water. When she came out with water. She came out like a gush of water, and I was asking the doctor, I said, did I bleed? Did I have a tear? How much blood did I lost? And they were like, no blood. You did not lose any blood except for a couple of gauze here and there, and they showed it to me. And I was just glad about that. I was glad that went by nicely and smoothly, because not really everyone has that kind of luck. With my son, I lost a lot of blood with my son. And I was also anemic, but despite all of that, on the day of the delivery, I was still okay. I didn't have to get any blood after delivery. So so it's always a blessing when that happened, So I just want to say thank God for that, thank God for that, for not losing blood, but losing just water. And while I was losing those water, I was also on IV, so I was getting water. So water coming in, water coming out. So that was it. That was a good one. Yeah, so this is my story of my labor and delivery. I wish I have like some really, really horror story to say and horror story to tell. I don't want to say wish, but I just don't have any, I went from just attending my regular appointment on a Wednesday to contracting, to blood pressure being elevated, to blood pressure not being elevated, to contracting again, and the baby being here. And she was here 7 days early. My due date was September 10, and she came here September 3rd. And it was a girl, and I was, it was such a beautiful thing. It's like I got what I wanted. I already have a son, and I was hoping for it. I already knew it was a girl. I was hoping to get a girl, and I got what I wanted. I got a girl. So she's 4 weeks old now. She's still pretty new. I'm still trying to hang in there. It's like being fresh all over again, being a new mom. Even though I'm not a new mom, I've done this before. But it's still pretty fresh. My face and everything that was swollen before, everything has gone down. Blood pressure now is normal. I don't have to worry about that. But I know when I got back home after we got discharged from the hospital, my blood pressure went up just a little bit. I did not check it, but I felt it. I felt it. I felt that my blood pressure was a little bit elevated. And yeah, but all that now is gone. All the swelling that was on my face, my legs, my hands. Reason why I could not even do this video like the second week or the third week after she got here, I just needed to heal. And yeah, 4 weeks old, we are here, strong, keeping moving, and happy and healthy. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being along with me from the beginning of this pregnancy. Even though I didn't post a lot of videos, the ones I posted, you guys wished me really well and were like, safe delivery, let us know when the baby get here. I think the last comment I got, one of my videos, somebody was asking what is the sex of the baby, when is the baby coming here? And I said, oh, you have to wait for when she get here so I can give you all the gist. So this is all the gist, and she's also a new subscriber. So yeah, so I'm gonna post this video. Make sure you watch it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And I'm talking too fast. This is how I talk. I try to relax and just talk really slowly, but I think it's something I have to learn. I haven't really, but when you get the gist. You get it. Thank you guys so much for watching for today. Thank you for subscribing. Do not forget to subscribe. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet and you're just watching, click on the subscription button, notification bell, because we have to get to these 1,000 subscribers. That is the goal before the end of the year. And also our watch time hours got to go up. Okay, got to go up. So yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for loving, like, comment, and in the comment section I'll reply back to you. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a nice day, wonderful day, okay, and enjoy. Thank you. Bye.